Hey guys, it's Alan from sweatingtohappy.com, and today I'm going to talk about weightlifting. Now, for those of you who lift, this might be a helpful video, and for those of you who don't, still might be helpful. But either way, first things first is I'm not a personal trainer by any means. I have no licenses, no certifications. So, please don't take this as, me trying to give personal training advice because I'm not. I'm just speaking on something that I feel a lot of us fall into, and that is our form when we lift weights. For us people who do lift weights, we want to lift heavier. We go to the gym and we see we start at some point, and we constantly are pushing ourselves to go heavier because it makes us feel good that we see that progress. That I started out, I was doing 50 pounds and now I'm doing 70, and you see a lot of people in the gym who sort of are pursuing the same things. You also see a lot of people in the gym who are really not lifting their weights; they're throwing their weights. Whether they're doing dumbbell bicep curls, and you can see them. They're throwing themselves back to get that to get that weight up, or whether they're overloading the leg press and not using a full range of motion, only coming down halfway or a quarter of the way. Same thing in the squat rack. Really, this applies to all lifts. And I fell into that category because I did want to lift heavier, and I wanted to feel good. So I would sacrifice form at times so that I could lift heavier. But what I started to see is that I wasn't really making any progress. I wasn't getting stronger. I sort of hit a wall, and after reading online and listening to my coach Amber and his advice, by watching his videos on YouTube and some other people's YouTube videos, they talk a lot about leaving your ego at the door and practicing good form, good technique, getting a good contraction, and that basically the whole thing is who cares what the weight is. Whether it's 5 pounds to 100 pounds, don't sacrifice your form because really you're doing yourself a disservice. So about 2 months ago, I sort of took that to heart, and I really started incorporating it into my weightlifting. And I'm gonna tell you guys, it's made a huge difference. In the last 2 months, I've seen a huge amount of progress. I've really started to concentrate when I lift, when I work out. Whether I'm doing, for example, bicep curls. When I'm coming up to the top, I'm not swinging my body. I'm using my bicep. I'm isolating the bicep. That's what it's made for, to isolate your bicep. So I'm bringing it up. Squeezing. If I want to feel that contraction in the muscle. And that takes a lot of energy to do that because, typically in the past I'd just be like, get doing it as quick as possible to get over with the set. Well, I've sort of shifted, and I really concentrate on it. I really concentrate on bringing it up, squeezing, feeling the contraction, and then releasing it. I'm trying to control my negatives because that is part of lifting is controlling your negatives. You do get benefit out of that. And so, like I said, 2 months ago I really took that to heart, and I looked at all my lifts and the weights I was doing, and I dropped everything. Dropped all my weights to a weight where I can get my full rep count, still be heavy, but maintain good form. And I've seen everything go up. I've seen my strength go up. I've seen muscle growth. And I'll never go back to the whole swinging thing or using momentum to get my weights up. I'll really focus on the mind muscle connection. When I'm working a certain body part, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about that part. If I'm working my leg, if I'm doing leg extensions, I'm bringing the weight up and I'm squeezing that muscle. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to connect my brain to the muscle. And I know a lot of people might be like, "Oh, that's BS, whatever." But you know what? I really don't think it is. I really think there's something there to it. Um, don't think about the person next to you. Don't think about the girl over there or that boy over there. Don't think about how much he's lifting or how much she's lifting. Think about yourself and what you're doing. If you see my video roughly 2 weeks ago, I did my first push-up I've ever done in my life. At 384 pounds, I did a push-up. Now, I've been 384 pounds before. I've been lighter than that, and I couldn't do a push-up. Not even close. I couldn't even do push-up on my knees. It just goes to show you that, the amount of strength I've been able to, build in the last, ever since I started this journey, but I've really seen, explosion in the last 2 to 3 months. So my challenge to you is to look at what you're doing when you're lifting weights. Think about it. Are you really isolating that muscle if that's your goal? Are you using the correct muscles when you're doing the lift? Are you using momentum? You don't want to use momentum. You want to use the actual muscle. Are you thinking about the body part? Are you trying to connect your brain to the muscle so that when you are working it out, that you feel something there? Are you squeezing at the top of your lifts? Are you controlling your negatives? These are all small things, but I promise you they add up. I've seen it make a huge difference. It's hard for me to explain it, but just try it. Just try it for a month. Try it for 2 months. Drop the weights and focus on your form. Still want to lift heavy enough. You still want to feel it. You still want to be able to get your rep count, but you really want to make sure that you're not sacrificing form. I can't reiterate, the amount of progress I've had in the last 2 months and the differences I've seen in my body. So that's my challenge to you guys. Please, please, please do not confuse this as me being a personal trainer, because that is not the case here. This is something that you can look up online and that many people preach, is that you should not sacrifice form. And now I'm a true believer. I really believe that. I want you guys to try it just for 30 days. Try it. Let me know what you think. Do you see any progress? Do you think I'm full of it? Did you see progress? And if so, what? And how does it make you feel? And just let me know. So that's all for tonight, guys. Hopefully we'll check in with you Sunday when I do my weigh-in. Take care and have a great night.